after agenda, we could do that.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
And that's August what?
August
7.
7th.
Are we putting the 14th down at 5 o'clock as well?
If everybody can do that,
What do you, okay, I missed.
The hour before.
Yes, at 11
Yeah.
o'clock, right?
No, we're talking about for the next meeting,
On
the
the August, or our next planning commissioners.
Oh,
meeting
the
on
15th, 14th. Oh.
so August 14th at 5,
I think we'll probably need it.
August 7th at 11.
We're saying the 14th.
Be a good test to see whether we work better at noon or in the evening. Okay, and we'll send you a reminder about that.
All right.
All right, we're almost ready.
The two clocks are about 30 seconds off.
Yeah.
They're pretty close.
Should we go with the early one? Well,
What about the 4-minute video supposed to?
yeah, that's, I'm wondering,
Hopefully she's playing that now. That's on the YouTube. Okay.
we're live. Thank you.
Okay, let's. All right, let's get started. Call to order the July 10th, 2025 Hot Springs Planning Commission meeting. We will start with the invocation and pledge of allegiance, followed by reading of the meeting procedures. So we do the invocation led by Commissioner Walker.
Heavenly Father, we come to you today asking for guidance, wisdom, and support as we begin this meeting this evening. Fill us with your grace and continue to remind us that all we do here today is for the glory of you and for the community. And we ask these things in your name. Amen.
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, I'll just briefly touch on the meeting procedures. When your name is called, come to the podium. Address your comments to the Planning Commission, not to the audience. Any questions you ask will be answered once everyone who has signed up has spoken. It's a fact-finding hearing, no need to repeat what has already been said. If a previous speaker stated the points you wish to make, you may simply acknowledge that so that the hearing may proceed. Applicant will have 5 minutes to speak. All other speakers will each have 3 minutes. Please respect those time limits. Okay, Mr. Stouter, would you please call the roll?
Raymond. Campbell.
Here.
Gerke.
Here.
Stone. Scott. Walker.
Here.
Val.
Here.
Lamond. Davis.
Here.
Stafford.
Present. Okay, may I have a motion and a second for the approval of last month's meeting minutes?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No. Okay. So let's move to the approval of the agenda. May I have a motion and a second for approval of tonight's agenda?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, very good. So our first item of content here is the consent agenda. May I have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda with staff findings and recommendations?
So moved.
Second.
All right, Director Selman, would you please present the consent agenda?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The first item is miscellaneous 25073, an application request to extend the infrastructure completion bond to complete the required secondary access paving for the cottages at Bay Shore. The recommendation is for approval with two conditions: to extend the completion deadline for cottages at Bayshore Cove, paving of the secondary access to July 1st, 2026, secured by the $51,350 irrevocable letter of credit with the following conditions. Number one, provide ongoing dust and particulate mitigation until the road is improved and construction is complete to prevent dust and debris impacting the surrounding neighborhood. And number two, compliance with all previous conditions of approval. Item number 2 on consent is SPA 25074, the Hamilton Phase 2 in the 200 block of Modern Avenue. This is a large-scale development site plan amendment for Phase 2 of the Hamilton apartment complex. This request recommendation is for approval with conditions, and I will read those when I find those. Here they are. The finding is that in Article 2, large-scale site plan, Hot Springs Code, Section 16422, submittal requirements were met. The submitted documents successfully demonstrate that all individual elements of review comply and that with conditions, the project can be implemented. The proposed Hamilton Phase 2 complies with the zoning code requirements for RN5 zone district developments. And the approval comes with the following conditions. There are 7. Number 1, all construction and construction activity are to be accomplished in strict accordance with the approved site and development plans, as well as with all applicable approval conditions and with the minimum standards, codes, rules and regulations, and policies as may now or hereafter be required or enacted by the City of Hot Springs, the State of Arkansas, and/or the United States of America. This includes the Arkansas Fire Prevention Code, whether or not submitted for staff review or Planning Commission approval. Number 2, separate permit applications shall be made to the Hot Springs Engineering Department, and permits shall be in hand for stormwater, drainage, and sidewalks as may be required prior to any work beginning. Number 3, a project drainage report and retaining wall details shall be required at the time of building permit submission. Number 4, carport-type structures should not be constructed over water or sewer mains for future maintenance purposes. Number 5, a separate sign permit application, review, approval, and permit shall be required prior to installation of additional signage, if any. Number 6, all exterior lighting shall be downcast and fully cut off and shall contain all illumination on the subject property. And number 7, approved large-scale development site plan applications shall be effective for 1 year from the date of Planning Commission approval, which will be July 10th, 2026. That will be the end of the approval. Prior to this expiration date, the Director of Planning and Development may extend the original site plan approval for up to 2 one-year periods upon the applicant's written request. And that completes the reports on the consent agenda items.
All right, very good. Mr. Stouter, would you please take roll on the motion to approve the consent agenda?
Campbell,
Approve.
Gerke,
Yeah, he's recused.
Gerke recused. Walker,
Approve.
Bowell,
Approve.
Davis,
Approved.
Ramick,
Approve?
and Stafford.
Approve. All right. So our next matter of business is new business. All right. So Director Selman, could you please introduce the next item?
Thank you. The next item is item number 3, an ordinance amendment 25076. This is an amendment to ordinance number 6513, the zoning code, to align accessory dwelling unit, ADU, regulations with newly enacted state legislation.
All right. A motion to approve merely gets the matter on the floor for discussion. A motion and second do not mean that you are necessarily in favor of an application. May I have a motion and a second to approve the item with staff findings and recommendations?
So moved.
Second.
All right, very good. Director Selma, would you please present the staff report on the item?
Yes, thank you. This item proposes certain amendments to the accessory dwelling unit, ADU, regulations found in Ordinance 6513 to align with recently enacted State of Arkansas legislation. The State of Arkansas Representatives Clowney, Painter, Gonzalez, B. McKenzie, J. Richardson, and Senator Hester introduced House Bill 1503 during the State of Arkansas 95th General Assembly 2025 regular session. This bill was for an act to be entitled An Act to Amend the Law Concerning Municipal Regulations and to prohibit certain restrictions on the regulations of accessory dwelling units and for other purposes. On March 18th, 2025, both houses of the Arkansas Legislature passed House Bill 1503, which then became Act 313. And we did enclose that as a part of your documents for this item. City of Hot Springs Ordinance Number 6513, the zoning code, contains regulations pertaining to accessory dwelling units, ADUs. A need exists to align the city's accessory dwelling unit regulations with this recently enacted legislation. An accessory dwelling unit amendment worksheet is in your packet and documents the various locations accessory dwelling unit regulations are found in Ordinance 6513. The highlighted text within this worksheet illustrates the recommended changes to align our regulations with the state's Act 313. A draft ordinance to implement these recommended amendments is included with your packet materials. Finding: the State of Arkansas 95th General Assembly passed House Bill 1503 on March 18, 2025 during the 2025 regular legislative session. This is now known as Act 313. A need exists to align the city's ADU regulations in Ordinance Number 6513 with this recently enacted legislation. We prepared the accessory dwelling unit amendment worksheet for you to identify those areas of the code where we had regulations. The highlighted text within the worksheet illustrates those recommended changes to bring us into compliance with Act 313. And a draft ordinance to implement these recommended amendments is what you will be considering tonight. After receiving public testimony and discussing the item, recommendation to you is that you recommend that the Board of Directors pass an ordinance amending the accessory dwelling unit regulations found in Ordinance Number 6513 to align with recently enacted State of Arkansas legislation. And that completes the staff report.
Okay, so in this case, it's an internal request. There's no applicant. Is there anyone signed up to speak on this item? No? Okay, so public discussion on the item is closed. Commissioners, any questions? I had a question as I read through it. Honestly, it's just a question. I don't think there's anything we can do about it. But I was just curious, as it defined or attempted to define an ADU in this bill, that it includes a cooking area. And there are ADUs that have bedroom, bathroom, but no cooking. I mean, I'm just wondering if that was a intentional definition, or if that was just sort of arbitrary as to what it should contain.
Well, I'm afraid that the person who could answer that is not with us.
All right, very good. Let's just move on. I don't think there's anything, I mean, there's a question, but, okay. Any other questions that will likely not be able to be answered? Okay, in that case, discussion is closed. Mr. Stouter, would you please call roll on the motion to approve?
Gerke,
Approve.
Walker,
Approve.
Bell,
Approve.
Davis,
Approved.
Ramick,
Approve.
Campbell,
Approved.
Stafford.
Approve. All right. Very good. Director Selman, would you please introduce the next item?
Yes, this is a very exciting item. We all look forward to this every year, and here we are again. It is time for the annual election of Planning Commission officers. We will need nominations for chair and vice chair. And I think the floor is open for nominations.
I would like to nominate Bart Stafford to continue as current president.
Second.
I was gonna say something else, Rick.
Okay. Are there other nominations? Such enthusiasm. All right then. Shall we vote? I believe we can do this just by voice vote.
Okay.
All those in favor of?
Aye.
That was easy. Okay, congratulations, Mr. Chairman. Now, for the much-sought vice chair position, do we have a nomination or nominations? Come on now, guys.
I nominate Bill Lamont.
Rick.
Oh, I'll second. Oh, sorry.
Bill said something.
Yes, Bill?
No, that's
Okay.
just my nomination.
Oh,
Okay. And was that a serious nomination, Mr. Remick? Were you nominating Mr. Lamont?
yes.
Okay.
He's not here.
He's,
He's got to be done.
this is the way it happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Everything's assigned to Bill here in this meeting.
Is there anyone who is nominated who would like to not serve? All right. Shall we have a paper ballot on this? This is pretty exciting. Come on, you guys.
Just do a voice vote.
All right. All those in favor of Rick Ramick? That's 2. All those in favor of Bill Lamond? That's 4. All right, did I miss your vote,
Oh,
Mr. Walker?
Bill.
Bill, okay, that would be 5. Well, I don't know what you had to pay these people, Rick, but looks like Bill Lamont is our vice
Rick
chair.
voted for Bill.
All right.
All right, that is really all I have to report. I have no, oh, yes, I do have a director's report. The landscape code is being presented to the, what is the name of that group?
Urban
Or
Forestry
the
Advisory
Urban
Committee.
Forestry Committee, Advisory Committee. And we expect a recommendation to approve will come from them, and that will be on your August agenda, right?
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
We are adjourned.